Shalom, shalom. Before we start, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, but willing that they continue to pursue their lot, which is being a loving and silent. Salaki. My mind is gone. Again, double honors to the elder apostles. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Apatiyum, the believers of his faith and his truth, but willing that the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. Right? You see the title of this lesson saying, America was never great for us. Now, this is going off of a video that I got that I'm Lowell and I get to play. Shalom to everybody that's watching, and for the brothers and sisters that might be watching later on. I'm going to play this video. I'm going to bring out a few, Lowell and a few scriptures before I got to go to work. So Lowell, this is edifying. Right, so let me get into the video.
Texas. Right. I just wanted to know, where are you from?
Texas.
From America, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know, when was America great for us black people?
Right now?
Oh,
Say it's great right now?
Really?
Yeah. It ain't great for you?
No, not at all.
How?
I mean, I'm living life.
Looking good. You got clothes on. Look well fed.
But that doesn't mean
Got
it's great.
beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you.
Got your eyeliner on. You looking good. What kind of bag is that? That's a nice little bag there. You look good. America look good for you. If you were eating out of a trash can, I'll tell you something different. America's a great place. I don't understand how we are not acknowledging that. It's great. Look at all these different people out here. Men, women, black, white. You will never see this much diversity anywhere else. It's the greatest place on earth. Everybody can be here and enjoy one another, disagree with each other. We have the freedom of speech, freedom to keep and bear arms. We don't have to worry about the government interfering in our lives for the most part. It's the greatest country ever. And if we don't start acknowledging that, we're going to screw up something good.
I just wanted to know, where are you from?
So that's a spirit of still wanting to be here, right? Let me just play that a little bit again.
Texas.
From America, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, where are you from?
Texas.
From America, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know, when was America great for us black people?
Right now?
Oh,
Say it's great right now?
Really?
Yeah. It ain't great for you?
No, not at all.
How?
I mean, I'm living life.
Looking good. You got clothes on. Look well fed.
But that doesn't mean
Got
it's great.
beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you.
Got your eyeliner on. You looking good. What kind of bag is that? That's a nice little bag there. You look good. America look good for you. If you were eating out of a trash can, I'll tell you something different. America's a great place. I don't understand how we are not acknowledging that. It's great. Look at all these different people out here. Men, women, black, white. You will never see this much diversity anywhere else. It's the greatest place on earth. Everybody can be here and enjoy one another, disagree with each other. We have the freedom of speech, freedom to keep and bear arms. We don't have to worry about the government interfering in our lives for the most part. It's the greatest country ever. And if we don't start acknowledging that, we're going to screw up something good.
I just wanted to know, where are you from?
So he feels we're going to destroy something good. You know, this was never a great place for us, right? All these other things is a distraction for you to understand what's really going on, right? In all captivities, you had a civilization. Like, you had higher ups of quote unquote middle class, and then you had people that were poor or dumb broke. The same thing in this society is the same thing that was going on in many other captivities, many other empires, right? This one might be a little more advanced because of technology, right? And of course, you can have diversities, but even in the Greek captivity, you didn't have just only Idumeans or Hebrew Israelites. It was mixed. When you go into the Egypt captivity, it wasn't just only Egyptians in Hebrew or Hebrew Israelites, right? You had Ethiopians, you had other people that was in Egypt too, you know, that was eating, that was being servants, but a collective is the Israelites were the most slaves in the Egyptian captivity, right? I'm gonna just read this verse right here, because if this is a great place, why would it be considered a captivity? If this is a great place, why would the Lord have to take us from it, right? He's talking about bearing arms, freedom of speech. All of that is gonna change. That was just certain things to make you feel like you're accepted, your opinion matters. But how can your opinion matter when a president is selected, not elected? They make you think that you're electing a president, but really a president is already selected before even getting in the office, right? None of us sat down and said what we want to be taken out of our checks. It's naturally already taken, right? You know, talking about your income taxes, paying jails, paying cops, uh, garbage. It's so many things that they take out your check, but they didn't sit you down and ask, do you want these things taken out? Like when you do unemployment, you get to say what percentage you want for state or federal. But still, if we can live free and we can do what we want, even within the confines of your house in the ancient world, you wasn't really locking no doors. Here is kind of we're not living good as a whole, but it looks like that. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, and I'm gonna just start at verse 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying, thus speaketh Yahweh, power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Now we do have time, like in the Persian Medes, where we went back to the land and rebuilt our temple, but you even had nations dissing us, saying, man, yo, man, why are they building the temple again? You know, in all our captivities, us building the temple, we always had conflict with people of our nation and people of other nations. So when you look at the new temple being built now, which is a spiritual temple, you have Jake that's trying to infiltrate it, and you have other nations, starting with Esau, that's trying to infiltrate this third temple. The third temple is the elect of the faith, where it's many being called, but only few are chosen. Only the few in this small sanctuary or this small flock are growing as the children of Abraham, right? Through faith and being of the Ruach HaKodesh, being of that spirit, because they truly believe in the Heavenly Father and His Son, right? So again, this verse just said that the Lord is going to turn our captivity, right? And all through history, leading all the way from Babylon, the nation of Israel, their history, right, or memorial is them going into captivity after captivity after captivity, right? Let's go to another one. Right, let's go to another one. If this is a good place, why are we being taken from this place? Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and 18. This is Jeremiah 3 and 17. It says, at that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahweh, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north, to the land that I have given for inheritance unto their fathers. This is a future prophecy about the children of Israel being taken from the land of the north. And this is talking about America, right? He is prophesying about America, which is Babylon the Great. Israel haven't got delivered yet, but this is talking about delivering them, Judah and Israel together. In ancient Babylon, Judah and Israel wasn't together as a whole. Now, it could have, yes, it was a few northern kingdom, but as a whole, the Lord didn't have the northern and southern kingdom together in captivity. That is talking about today and now. So I'm just using, this is just a small common sense. If this captivity is great, why would we have to be taken out of this and given to our land? And that just goes back to Jake loving their captivity, right? Just like when we was in the wilderness with Moses, we murmured all the damn time, right? Let me go to Isaiah 30, right? Because it's that same spirit where people want to hide under the shadow of Babylon, right? Isaiah 30 and 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. This is talking about Israelites, right? We take counsel from our oppressors throughout this world. It says that take counsel, but not of me. In that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they might add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and to have not asked, at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So the new modern day Pharaoh would be Esau. He's ruling the earth right now, right? Ruling the earth. Let me see if I can find this precept. I think it is Revelation 16. Is that what I want? Yes. This is Revelation chapter 16. And I'm going to just read the point, verse 13. It says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils, right? Devil means liar, manipulator, and deceiver, working miracles which go forth into the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of the great day of the God Almighty, right? Because World War III, that Armageddon, is going to be set in Jehoshaphat, where Yahushua is going to come to the east and then he's going to come simultaneously to Babylon and destroy Babylon in 60 minutes. But again, if this is a good place, why is America going to be destroyed? And the 3 unclean spirits like frogs, one of them is a false prophet, which is symbolized to the Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church, right? Then you have the finance, which is London, and then you got the military might, which is America, right? That's not the end all be all, but these 3 are the source of this beast, right? Finance, religion, and the military might. But of course, this beast have other allies. Now, a lot of y'all looking at it in a small level. You're not looking at it in a spiritual mindset, right? Let's get to 1 Corinthians 2 and 14, because you got to have a spirit to discern. Now, I see what the sister's saying. Of course, I highly doubt she's even going to really get deep into it. You know, a lot of us is always trying to find reparation on this side. We want riches. We want Esau to do this and that. But really, truly, when we go into these scriptures, these prophecies, you really want the Lord to get it done. Because it's already written what's going to actually happen. There's no scripture written that Esau is going to bless us with the things because what they have done to us, right? Again, Daniel the 7th chapter, the Lord says we're going to take the kingdom. If this place is good, again, why is it being destroyed? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishly unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So you got to have a discerned spirit to understand these things. But a person that, a natural man and natural woman, they ain't going to get it. So just like that man and a little bit of that woman, y'all not even getting the situation that y'all in, right? This was prophesied for us to be in this captivity. And it's going to be some Jake that's going to try to live under the shadow of Egypt and have the same mindset as the Israelites when they were in the wilderness, murmuring and complaining. If when the stores and the internet and the music, the movies, when all that stuff stopped, sports stopped, a lot of y'all going to want to wish and want the old America back, right? America, when you want to, especially in the mouth of Donald Duck, when he says, let's make America great, you have to understand, when was America great for them? When they had us as a footstool. When was America great for us? When the natives was here first and nobody was bothering them. And of course, they was following other false ideologies, doing some wicked ass shit before any nation came over here. So it still wasn't even good when nobody was over here, right? This is all a punishment of the Lord. The Lord sent this nation from far against the northern kingdom and sent this nation against the southern kingdom to fulfill what we just read in Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter. In order for the Lord to deliver us from the land of the north, we have to be here first, right? Another thing, as a whole, it doesn't matter if you can get water, you can get Kool-Aid, you can wear J's, you can wear Nikes. It still doesn't matter, right? This is not a place that was made for us to have an enjoyment, right? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to this one first. This is Daniel, the 7th chapter, right? So let's see that this was prophesied about. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. This is talking about Rome. The 10 horns, that just goes into the EU, the European Union, because even Rome at that time was in that land of Europe, right? Italy, Sicilia, Rome, such and such and such. This is talking about Rome. This is a prophecy. And then Ezra, the Lord expounded a little further with him. Now, verse 8 is still dealing with this beast, but it's something that's going to grow outside this beast. It says, and I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. This little horn is directed towards America, right? Because America, church and state, is going to come out of Rome, right? Literally, America stems from Britain or England, right? And that was still a part of Rome, right? It says, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the root. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things, right? And the 3 roots that was plucked up was the war that America had to go through to make its independence from Britain. And it was a war against the British, the French, and the Spanish, right? And when it's talking about these beasts, this is just an example of a man, right? I believe that's Ecclesiastes. Just so that we can understand, this is talking about a kingdom, because a beast can go into a kingdom, a king, or a power. I think, is it 4 and 18? It's 3 and 18. It's Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts, right? So what is the meaning of a beast, right? Because you got meaning of horns. A beast is a political power, a kingdom, a nation, and a superpower. So when we go into the lion, the first beast in Daniel 7, that is a nation, right? Which really Nebuchadnezzar is an Assyrian, right? And that kingdom stemmed from Assyria, but they ruled in the known land of Mesopotamia, Babylon, right? When you go into the leopard, right, which the leopard, you got the Babylonians, the lepers is the Persian Medes, and then you have the hold on, let me make sure. I don't want to butcher this. I know the first one is the lion. I think the second one is the leopard. Yeah, the first one is Babylon. The second one is the Persian Medes, which is the bear. And the leopard is the Greeks. And then the diverse beast, which is the fourth, is Rome, right? And all of them stem from a nation. So Babylon was the first, which we would say is the Syrians. And then you have the Persian Medes. Then you have the Greeks, which is the Idumeans, the Edomites. And then the Romans is the Idumeans and the Edomites, right? Just, they're all the same. Idumeans are Edomites, just another name for them, right? And it's a political power. When you look at the Greeks and the Romans, they had a political power. The Senate, right? How they had order within their house, right? They're a kingdom and a superpower. And we already, they use iron. The Romans, they use a gladius, I believe I'm saying it right, a gladius small sword, which was good during battle, right? Rome was known for their vicious war tactics, but Rome studied the Assyrians, right? And then this little horn rose up after, which going all the way to the Renaissance. America studied all captivities. How can we have it great where Like in my city, you go downtown, they got that big private Oscar Mayer Wiener statue, Asophilis, I believe, or I'm probably saying it wrong, and is in DC. So they're still putting this ideology, this adultery, mythic bullcrap in the world, right? If this is something good and you say diverse, if we was in order, especially under David and Solomon before, especially Solomon went left, we were following the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No, it was no, what was it? Did Solomon? It was Solomon or David where they removed the Sodomites. If we're under the law and there's other nations living in our community, they're keeping shot with us, we would have to order that you would have to do this. You got servants of another nation, they got to get circumcised. This place just lets you do whatever you want. This is not order. A real kingdom is supposed to be in freaking order, right? And that order that they have here is you can do whatever you want. This is a place of wickedness, right? Another thing, let me get this. The Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. This is This is Wisdom of Solomon and Apocrypha, chapter 5, and going all the way down to verse. I'm going to just go to the point, verse 22. It says, hailstones will beat down on his enemies with terrible force. The oceans and rivers will come rushing over them in a devastating flood. Great windstorms will blow them away like straw. Lawlessness will be the ruin of the whole world. Evil actions will cause governments to fall. And America is known for evil action. America is known for lawlessness, right? If this place is great, why are they secretly giving you GMO or putting pork in your food? Oh no, brother, I eat pork, so that's fine. But when you understand, if you are an Israelite, the Lord told us that we shouldn't be eating unclean animals. When you go to Leviticus 11 chapter, Deuteronomy 14 chapter, the animals that you can eat, that is food. What you cannot eat is not food, because that's something that you're not supposed to eat. That's not food. The man said, hey, we shouldn't be trying to mess up a good thing. That is just the example that you still want to be here, right? This is not a place that we were made to have rest, right? As a whole nation, not just 1%, not 10%. This was not set up for us to have enjoyment. Again, if this is a great place, why is it prophesied that this place is going to be destroyed? That's how you know a lot of Jake in the world got their mind somewhere else. And that man could say he got a relationship with the Lord, but the Rakakwadash not dwelling with him to grow in a deeper understanding. Then some people might get on the con, then brother, then why won't you leave? We just read in Jeremiah 3:18, that great deliverance is Israel getting beamed up or getting delivered out of their captivity. Why would I want to leave? I want to see the strangeness of our salvation. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, when this strange salvation come, those that afflicted us is going to be astonished. Why would it say those that afflicted us? Because guess what? The heavens and the earth are recording everything that they have done unto us. The angels seen it all, man. Right? Let me get this classic about Jacob, just to show you the angels are still coming down here, man. We got a good place. If that's the case, just throw the book away then. I want to be here forever. If this was a good place, why the Lord didn't prophesy? This is a delicate place because of the riches, right? But how did they get it? They made a town with iniquity, right? This is Genesis 28 verse 10. It says, And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it, which some people would say is the Jacob's ladder. And he's seen angels coming and going from heaven to the earth to the earth to heaven. Now, through the Spirit, this been happening from generation to generations. He's seen it in a dream, which truly is really going on. In us, we can't see. You don't got spiritual eyes to see it, but angels is coming and going. They're recording everything that's going on, man. Everything that they have done unto us, right? This was prophesied by a prophet, and this even goes into Babylon, which the Babylon that we're in right now. But let's get this one first. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. The reason why you can live the way you live is because your rulers establish a city with iniquity, with wickedness, right? With blood shed. Like they were killing multiple people, men, women, and children. Deuteronomy 28, which is part of the curse, that they would not have a regard for the person of old or young. Look at what's going on to the elderly now that's just sitting home. A lot of them it's getting removed from their retirements, right? Or they can't get that 401k, or like it's some elderly that come to work, some OGs that come to work, and they retired, but it's not enough, so they got to come back to work. This is not a good place. In your eyes, you might see, which is a strong delusion, right? Let's get that too, right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, and for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. It's a lie that this is a good place, right? Yes, you can do this and do that. Guess what? In the Rome captivity, people had houses. Some people didn't. Just like how we got drunks, people that waste their money or whatever they got, they land. It's the same thing. You got some people that's living on the land or got some property, and then they do some craftiness. Like this one dude that won a lot, and I forgot how he won it, and then they called him and said, no, it was a mistake. You know, you got what happened in Los Angeles. People had homes. A Jake woman that had her dream house, and because State Farm took away the insurance away from fires, now her dream house is gone, and the insurance can't pay her back because State Farm cut that shit off. When we talk about this is the best place as a whole for the Black, Latinos, and Natives, people want to say this is a good place for all nations, right? The Lord allowed this to happen because, again, it's going to be confusion of faces. You come here, you think God loves everybody. You go to another country, you can't even teach the Bible. It's a different custom in other places. But in America, when we say God love it, some other nations is only teaching one belief. The Lord really put a veil on a lot of men and women that's in our nation where you guys cannot see. You cannot perceive what is really going on. The Lord said he's going to save us from this captivity, save us from our sins. How is this a good place if it's prophesied of a deliverance from these places? It doesn't make sense, right? Let me go to this one, and we might close. When you go to Limitations, the 4th chapter, it's another example of roles being switched, where these people are on high, and the roles is going to switch, where from them being high, they're going to be low, and then we're going to go high. Is this a good place? Shouldn't it stay the same? This is Limitations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, in the new place of Uz, which is right near Basra, is America, right? It says, The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Right? And if this was talking about this time, Israel was still put into different captivities. Again, from Babylon, because this is Baruch writing his limitations for Jeremiah. We were in Babylon, the Persian Medes, the Greeks, the Romans. We went to captivity. Then after the Rome fell, then we got our little establishment. But I think it was the Arabs, and then the Africans that got us, right? Because I remember the Dark Ages after Rome fell. Then the Arabs and the Africans got a hold of us because the Lord brought us down because we wasn't serving them. And then the Renaissance came, right? Most of our history is going from this captivity to this one, to this one, to this one. Okay, living good for a minute and then going back into this captivity. Now we're in America and Esau is on high. This is the last captivity, right? You go to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, it says, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that following. If we got it good here, why is the Lord's plan to destroy the capital or the main freaking resort where Esau makes his money, where he pushes his laws, where he makes the high level of sodomy or entertainment or distraction, which is America? Why is it prophesied that that place is going to be destroyed if we got it great? He said if we're going to destroy something good, the Lord want us to do the same as Jonah, man. Cry against this wicked city, right? Let's go to that. But I think I'm gonna end this. Let me get this right. The Lord set us up when we go into Jonah. This is this through the Spirit. This is the same thing He's gonna have us do to this great city. You go to Revelation. What is Mystery Babylon called? A great city. This is Jonah 1:1. And now the word of Yahweh came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before thee. In America, through the Spirit, is taking the attribute or similar to multiple captivities, which when you look at Nineveh, it was called a great city. When you look at military might, you look at the Assyrians. When you look at being Hellenized, you look at the Greeks. America Hellenized a lot of us, right? Called American. They told the natives, change your Hebrew names to an English sounding name. And then when they did that, that's which is called the Dawes Act, and they Edomites start calling themselves Indians. That's where you get $5 Indians, right? They Hellenized, right? You got the Romans. Of course, they're known for multiple things, but I'm just using this one example that you hear a lot about Rome, taxing. And what happened with Rome when they fell? It all stemmed from taxing, right? It all stemmed from lewdness, wickedness, right? Bribery, so and so. And America is doing the same thing. Make it make sense. America was founded from what they say, the mindset of a Republican. It's the movies where they say, this one drink that my wife had sent me one time, that America is going to be great when the Republicans bring us back to where we was in the beginning. But it wasn't time. And that just leads us to what brothers is talking about now, which is talking about the New World Order. Technically, both sides are playing the same role, right? But that Republican mindset all stems from Rome. When you got Caesar Augustus, he was taxing Israel. If you didn't pay your taxes, you'd be put to death. You got the Greek mindset. If you don't follow the ways of the king or the decrees of the king, it's not going to be a freedom of speech for too long, because it's prophesied that the famine of word will come. If it's going to be a famine of word here where you can't teach the word, then that means it's not going to be no more freedom of speech. Right? In a minute, you like Donald Duck, he changed that the LGB 123 Sesame Street, You can't, if you a man, you gotta put on your ID, your passport that you're a man or you're a female. So right there, that's another one for people having a freedom of speech, but that's a small level because there's still some transformers out here. Eventually, it's going to change. Right now, freedom of speech, but if you don't let your kid go to school for 5 days, have no excuse, they'll send CPS to your house. Make it all make sense. You buy a house in, just say you buy a house in, say, if downtown, a downtown worker from foster care, whatever the heck it is, and you have a house, but you don't got enough money to have 6 freaking rooms, but they come in your house, you only got 2 bedrooms, that would be a penalty, and they'll have, it would become a problem with your children because you have a small house. This is not living at all in any type of way, right? You work as many hours that you do, and they take all those damn taxes from your check. Things that you don't even know, half of us don't even know what some of these things is that's getting taken out. How is they benefiting you on the other side? And yes, I'm still gonna work. I'm still using these things, but to having an open mind to say what he said, that this is good living. Real good living is when we're in the kingdom with the Lord. That's the main focus. The main focus is not trying to be in captivity forever, man. Right? Let me get this, and then I'm about to let you guys go. Right? This just came to mind. In the 3 holy children, this is what Azariah said. Let's see what the brother Azariah said. There's only one chapter. We're going to go to verse 9. I'm going to read verse 8. I said at verse 7, it says, in all things have we trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Wherefore, all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, into an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. Right? So really, this captivity, wherever Jake is, the 12 tribes, wherever you at, this is you are in captivity. Regardless if you can go buy food, if you have a ruler saying what you can and what you can't do, if you have a ruler that's making laws and decrees, you are in captivity. Naturally, the Israelites are supposed to rule the earth. The earth was made for you to rule. But if we're under a servant, where it said in Deuteronomy 28, we're gonna they'll lend to us, we'll borrow from them, but we're not lending to them. We're the consumers on this side, right? Even if you have a business, why is Jake, he have a business and he gotta charge a very, very high price? You buying them wholesale. Esau is the best example of buying wholesale very cheap and then selling it to you at a high dumb price. A lot of us is just trying to make it on this side, but fully cannot understand that this was not a place to make you free or set you free. This was a place to have you in bondage and make your brain a pudding so that they can consume you. Revelations 11:11, when we get the spirit of life, right? And this another difference of knowing that we got it good, right? Let's compare ourselves to somebody that's in the world that got riches, but don't got the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord, and somebody that's poor, broke, that's just living paycheck to paycheck, but actually understand who they is and the Rakakwadash is in them. What is really better? And they both gonna still be living in this place, right? One is gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. Another one is gonna be having a month vacation because they get $1 million check a month or whatever it is. Who's still in a better case? Because the Lord set us down here for a purpose. Luke 2:49, Yahushua says, I must be about my father's business, what he told his mother. We were put on the earth to be about Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua's business. Not to compare, we're living good here. No, you have to really understand that this is your punishment. It doesn't matter how good, how much money you got. This is still your punishment. Talk about making money. Show me a Jake right now that made his own currency in the United States. It haven't happened. You got niggas making water cars. Then a week later, they're dead. You got a man that made the first engine, and the next thing you know, Dodge say that they made the first engine, and then that man that made the engine, which is a Jake, he got his McNuggets cut off. How is this living, bro? This is Revelations 11:11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So, as soon as you get the spirit of life, you start standing on your feet. And starting with the elites on down, they start to look at you, and through the spirit, they start to get afraid. Revelations 12:12, they have a short time. If we had it good, everybody would have millions of dollars and this and that, but that would be another distraction. A lot of y'all really don't know history and understand all captivity had the same shit. High class, a somewhat middle class that think they middle class, and a lower class, and it's somebody that don't got nothing. That's the same in the Greek captivity, the Rome captivity, this captivity, right? It's different levels. You got coons that cleave master what you want me to do. It's the same motion in the potion. It's the same function. This is just upgraded because we have internet. You got cars. Back then, you had to be somebody to ride a horse. Now, this is the new modern day horse, a damn car. But then if you don't got a Mercedes-Benz, a Bugatti, all these high level, then you ain't nobody. If you're not driving a private jet or a plane, this is the same mindset of old time, right? So again, I'm about to just play this video one more time. Lord willing, I could probably tap into it again, but I got to go.
I just wanted to know, where are you from?
Texas.
From America, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know, when was America great for us black people?
Right now? Say it's great right now?
Really?
Yeah. It ain't great for you?
No, not at all.
How?
I mean, I'm living life.
Looking good. You got clothes on. Look well fed.
But that doesn't mean
Got
it's great.
beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you.
Got your eyeliner on. You looking good. What kind of bag is that? That's a nice little bag there. You look good. America look good for you. If you were eating out of trash can, I'll tell you something different. America's a great place. I don't understand how we are not acknowledging that. It's great. Look at all these different people out here. Men, women, black, white. You will never see this much diversity anywhere else. It's the greatest place on earth. Everybody can be here and enjoy one another, disagree with each other. We have the freedom of speech, freedom to keep and bear arms. We don't have to worry about the government interfering in our lives for the most part. It's the greatest country ever. And if we don't start acknowledging that, we're going to screw up something good.
I just wanted to know, where are you from?
And just off of that, that lets you know that Esau won what he wanted, to make you feel comfortable so that they can still put a deception on you, right? Just because you can, he's talking about clothes, you ate well, right? Yes, it is homeless people but that goes back, it's different levels. Some of us might be homeless, some of us might be living paycheck to paycheck, some of us probably got a 6-figure job. It doesn't matter. If you're an Israelite, it doesn't matter if you got 6 figures or not. What pertains to this Bible pertain to you. You are a slave. Now, some of y'all might put the Lord aside just to get as much money as you can and think you ain't doing nothing. Some of y'all think y'all got a real relationship. Yo, what did Yahushua tell that rich man? He said he was keeping the commandments, keeping the laws of the Lord. And Yahushua said, give up everything you have. Then you had one rich man, Luke 16, which is really talking about Esau symbolically, right? It's really dealing with Esau, and the poor man was Lazarus. Yahushua, he came on the earth, and he was a low man in the hood, right? Our mindset shouldn't be about being rich, right? You had Paul that had a good position, being a Pharisee, persecuting the ministry. He had a good position. When the Lord blinded him, this man was all about the ministry. You don't hear them bragging about money and wealth. They're bragging about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's the difference. When you start getting into this knowledge, all this other stuff, you just, hey, you get what you can, you live, you survive. But the main focus is believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, pushing his word, meditating on his word, and praying. That's what we consist of. Yes, you're gonna have fun things, good things. You're gonna be able to do things on this side. Yes. But the main focus is not that. The main focus of who you is and who your adversaries is, and that the Lord is coming, and he's actually going to make a division. He's going to destroy. He's going to separate the goats from the sheep as being the elect, because the 2/3 of Israel is going to be destroyed. This cannot be a good place if it's prophesied it's going to be destroyed. right? But hey, who am I? Who am I? But all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, the Wadi Yahweh Shemashai for allowing this lesson to come out. But when he was edified, double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, and a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing that y'all all continue to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwathim, believers of his faith and his truth. Shalom. Shalom. Blah, blah, blah.